Welcome to the 19th episode of Inside LCO Financial Services. I got here with a 6-month follow-up interview, Mikey Carley. Mikey, you introduced us one time. Introduce us again.
Well, my name is Michael Carley. I am a collections agent at Elon Warehouse, or LCO Financial Services. And that's me. I'll tell you.
Why don't you tell us, a little bit about, family, hobbies, or anything you got like that? Anything you like to do after work, maybe, or on the weekends, your pastimes. What are your pastimes in this, especially in the winter? You can't really have too many pastimes in the winter, but
I am not a big fan of snow. So as far as I'm not somebody that'll go out snowshoeing or nothing. It just seems pointless to me. I don't like being that cold.
Bundled up and staying warm.
I mean, I guess, but as far as hobbies, I guess I like to play some game here and there at home.
Okay, well, hold that thought. I'm going to transition that question later. But first, I'm just going to ask you, the point of this one is to look back at your previous answers and, back 6 months ago, you were just a shy little child when you first came.
Was I?
So now, why don't you just tell us again, what do you do as a collections agent?
I sit in my cubicle and make telephone calls to customers who have failed to make their payments. And my job is to collect on those payments and try and assist them with, what they need, but for the most part, just get that payment. And then that's basically my job.
Secure the money. Collect. They're right in the job.
That's collecting. Collections.
You liking it?
Sure. It's interesting. Talking to different people every day. But, you get a couple bad apples, I guess. So.
How do you deal with the bad apples? Especially now that you're an experienced vet. I'm sure you probably deal with them a different way now as compared to the first time.
Well, the first time you're nervous. I was nervous just getting on the calls, and then nervous of how you would deal with somebody that wasn't going to listen. But now it's like I know how to do my job more, I guess. I'm more familiar with the system, so I can work around whatever they might be asking and set something up that would benefit the company and the customer, but mostly trying to get the collection. But as far as dealing with them, you just gotta let them talk, because that's pretty much all they want to do is talk and make sure they're heard. Don't cut them off, or else you'll probably get another earful. But you got to make sure your presence is known in trying to do your job.
It's a balancing act.
Yeah.
You're trying to just be courteous,
but you gotta get it done. That's what it is.
I got you. Seems like an interesting role.
It's fun.
But another fun fact, I'm not gonna try and toot Mikey's horn for him, but he's also one of the top collectors in Elon. But so I'm just gonna ask you, what does it take to be a top collector?
Good question. I still got a lot of work to do to, get more collections. But I guess the biggest thing would be show up to work. Just get on the calls, text when you can. Just do your job basically. Do what you're trained to do. And as soon as you get more and more experience doing the stuff on the system, you can just kind of know what you're doing. It'll be a lot easier, and then it'll just seem like you're just doing easy work, which if you know what you're doing, it is.
Nice.
But it's you just gotta get to it.
Just being yourself. Because Mikey, I've known you for a while. You're a hard worker.
Mm.
You just be Mikey.
Yeah.
Being Mikey is being great.
Just be yourself. Don't be Mikey. I'll be Mikey.
So yeah, just to sum it up for I asked that just for anybody watching out there that's like, I think I could do that job, but what do I got to do to be the best?
Well, I mean, even if you're not a collector, it's just with anything. You show up, do the work, do good work, you'll be better at it. And then if you're better at it, you'll get it done quicker. You'll have more calls, more communication.
Being efficient.
Yeah, it's basically what it boils down to. It's just when you're here, do good work, and
No
you'll
late
get it
breaks?
done. No,
Get back and break sometime?
to do what you're supposed to do. Be efficient, be on time. You know, and then you'll get there.
Perfect. Amen, actually. Are you happy you joined financial services?
Sure. I mean, how would I put this? It's very different from what I used to do, and it's like it's a fun change, I guess, because I used to just do like maintenance jobs and just laborer jobs, but now just being able to communicate with a bunch of just completely different people every day, and even if you get a couple people that are just a little mean, just spices it up a little bit, just breaks up the what the word is. But it's sure, I'm happy I joined.
What would have been some of your favorite benefits, or what's made you the most? Where you wake up and you're like, man, I gotta hustle, I gotta grind, and I gotta execute. What do you hustle, grind, and executing for? Is it that
My numbers to get higher
those
is
numbers?
what basically my job.
Mm-hmm.
If I can get here every day, do my job, and try and do something better every day, my numbers are just going to go higher. And it's just simple as that. My numbers go higher, it looks better to the company, all that. I mean, and if your numbers are higher and you don't miss a bunch of days, the company gives you a bonus. And if you have a lot of high numbers, you'll get a nice bonus. And that's what we're working for. We're working for money, aren't we?
Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to chase the bag.
I mean, I guess.
That's what you're saying.
Basically.
Yeah. Okay. One thing that potential applicants are always kind of nervous about is themselves being nervous on calls. Were you kind of feeling that when you first applied, like, when I get these phone calls, I might not know how to talk to these people. They might start yelling at me. Do you still get nervous on these calls?
No. But I mean,
Do you stay cool?
Yeah, stay cool. I mean, that's it.
That's one of your
Calm and collected.
That's one of your catchphrases for when you get a call.
Not quite. I did say that one time, but
Okay.
But as far as just being nervous, I mean, it's just once you're getting experience, the main source of the nervousness for me was not knowing what to do when a customer is, even if they're calm, they want something done, and I don't know how to do it. I'm nervous about it because then I gotta do whatever. But the more experience you have, the more experience with the system, you'll know how to do everything. So if somebody says, I can't do this, I got to do this, this, and this, you're like, oh, I can help you with that right now. I'll do this. We can do this.
And now you're actually sometimes helping people. I got a big window. I can see stuff. People come up to you, ask any questions, teams you or something. And now you're the one helping people, right?
I try to.
It's a great trait to have.
Sure.
What's your favorite thing about being here? Plenty of benefits, kind of like went over. Bonuses. So I'd say besides bonuses, getting bonuses is a pretty good benefit. But what's your favorite thing?
I'd probably have to say, besides the, financial reasons, probably the workplace environment. It's fun. Like, even if you're making a bunch of calls every day, you might be like, okay, it's the same thing every day. But it's really not. Like, everybody in here is doing the same thing. They all get it, And in the times where there's maybe a little, I wouldn't say off time, but I guess, just
Downtime
downtime.
When the phone's ringing. Let's say that.
I guess, or just in between calls when you're just waiting on the, system to throw in a call. Everybody's just messing around a little bit, and it's
Messing around.
they're not messing around.
What do you mean by
It's
messing
just-
around? What do you mean by that?
Just cracking jokes a little bit. Just keeping the
Cracking wise?
sure, just keeping the environment a relatively happy place to be. Just you're obviously gonna do your work. You're not gonna say I'm not going to work and I'm just going to go goof off.
Work hard, play hard.
Sure.
Granted, we don't
You
want
don't
to do
wanna
too
play
much playing in the
yeah.
call center, but
Work hard but have fun.
having
That's
a
just
fun
what it is.
having a fun atmosphere is a key, essential to keeping a business running.
Sure.
All right. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time because, like you said, I know you want to be out there making the calls, but I just got a couple more questions for you. Just laid back ones. What is your advice? You already gave us advice for the first time around, but now after a little over 6 months experience, what are we thinking for advice to give potential applicants or even new team members?
Just keep it pushing. I mean, you're not like, chances are it's going to be, if you haven't worked in this type of job before, like me, you're not going to know exactly what to do right away. I mean, whether it's collections, loan processing, a customer service agent, you just need to just keep coming to work, keep doing it. And even if, like obviously a lot of people are working and because of that bonus, it's a good benefit. But even if you're doing stuff like if I get a collection that's I wouldn't get credit for, just me doing that helps me know how to do it in the future and I can learn from that. And then so that would even cut down on the nervousness that a new agent might have, is because you're getting experience. You're getting the all different types of interactions with these customers. You might get somebody that's like, yeah, okay, I can do this, 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 and this. But then you're going to get days with customers like, I'm not doing that. And they might start yelling. But at least if come to work every day, you do good work, you just get experience, you're going to be fine. And you just got to get through that first little weird phase of like, I don't know exactly know what I'm doing. Like I was trained well, but it's training is training. And it, when training wheels come off.
Being in the battlefield's a different thing when you got bullets
It's a
flying
little
at you.
It's a little different than a battlefield, but customers they're all different kinds of customers. I mean, it's just
the metaphorical bullets are the words flying at you.
the words. And if you just don't want to bother you, I mean, I've told a lot of people in here, it's just like you'll get a lot of people not answering from time to time, and then every once in a while you get some good customers, and then every once in a while you'll get somebody that's really mad, and it's like it could be your fault, who knows, it's probably not, but you just gotta laugh it off every time if I get hung up on or if I whatever, it's funny now because it's just like,
don't let it faze you.
no, you just laugh it off. And that's another thing about the workplace environment is everybody knows that, and everybody's just like, oh, that person got hung up on. They're not mad about it. It's a little funny because they're just cut off mid-speech, and it's a little funny. So you just gotta learn to not let it bother you. So I don't know if that answers the question really, but
yeah, being efficient. Once again,
that's another thing. Yeah,
like we said earlier, I love that. Well, I'm the one that said that, but I love that I said that.
Cool. There you go.
Just being efficient.
Mm-hmm.
We should get that on a T-shirt here.
I mean,
just be, and on the back, lower back, efficient.
Why lower back?
Why upper back?
So people can see it easier.
Not if you're short.
Well, if you're short, somebody taller would be able to see it easier by just looking straight instead of down.
If you're short, I'm talking, you're reading the T-shirt. If you're short, that's eye level.
Is it?
On lower back?
Lower back is not eye level. There's nobody here that's short.
I'm talking maybe somebody like Hornswoggle.
3'10".
Hornswoggle from the WWE.
Yeah, but like, I get that, but
you got to cater to everybody. You can't get. We're living in a world not full of 6-foot human beings. These are Hornswoggles walking around sometimes.
Mr. Hornswoggle is not in the LCO Financial Services tree. All right.
For the benefit of the discussion, be efficient. Upper back. I'll give it to you. Maybe 1 or 2 lower back efficients.
You can have that one. Go ahead.
Okay. Two more things. I know you mentioned earlier you're a pretty big gamer. and, you mentioned last time in our last podcast the video games you're playing. What kind of video games you playing now? I think last time you said Rocket League. Rocket League is like a car soccer game. Yeah, you said that. What's a new one?
Say right now, Destiny 2 is my game right now, I guess. It's just different. I mean, it's compared to all the other games I've played, it's a little different right now. I'm sure I'll get bored of it here in a month, but it's different. So that's what I'm playing right now.
That's what you're doing after work, playing some little Destiny 2?
I mean, maybe, yeah. If I play a game, it'll be Destiny 2.
All right. Last question. Then I'll send you on your way. You recently became a workplace meme, kind of. Even a meme in the community for some people. Due to the motivation video we released. It was edited some way.
Just a little bit.
It's to make you say that you're motivated by mint chocolate chip ice cream.
It's good ice cream, though.
So, people were laughing at you. It was kind of funny.
I'm glad I could bring some joy.
But I'm going to give you the chance to redeem yourself. Call it a Tosh.0 web redemption right now.
Okay.
What motivates you?
Mint chocolate chip ice cream. Okay, so...
Who or what? Person or thing? This something you're striving for.
I'll give you two. So, if it's a person...
A who and a what?
Who and a what.
Okay.
If it's a person, like I said in the previous podcast, I believe, my grandpa, he's a good guy, hard worker.
I like your grandpa.
Lot to learn from him. And as far as a what, I'll even have a what that motivates me here. It's just, I would say, well, it's kind of a who and a what. It's the workers in this building. Everybody's working hard. Everybody's, doing their job. And it's like, it motivates me to also do my job well and to try and be better every day. Because if everybody's working hard and I'm just don't matter, I mean, that's not cool. I mean, I don't want to work any less than anybody. I want to work the same, and I want to get better every day, as I'm sure everybody in here would say the same thing.
You're just trying to, we got a lot of good workers. You're just trying to keep up to that pace.
Yes.
Or also set the pace, maybe.
Maybe. I'm trying to, like I said, better myself,
Mm-hmm.
in the work I do. And maybe if people see I'm trying to better myself, it might motivate other people, but it might not. And what I just said is everybody working hard motivates me to work hard as well. And if I work hard, it's better for me. And that motivates me.
Awesome. Well, this is probably going to be the last time you're ever on a podcast. How does it feel to, finally get that monkey off your back? You knew it was coming at some point, but, thank you for spinning around, coming here 6 months later. You're still killing it, doing a good job. Like I said, one of the top collectors. The management can recognize you as that, so, you're doing a great job. Any parting comments, questions, concerns at all?
Mint chocolate chip ice cream is still good.